So the gifts that I'd like to give today are 3 foundational skills that, in my experience as a caregiver and as a caregiving educator, I have found very, very valuable. And the first is the stop technique. The second is visual, verbal, and touch. And the third is hand under hand or hand in hand, however you want to approach that. So we'll just kind of break these down. So I'd like to invite you to join me to stop. Whatever you're doing, just pause for a second and take a breath. Take a moment to yourself and then begin to observe what's going on inside your mind, inside your heart, inside your body. Observe what's inside here and then maybe extend that awareness outward. We're in this beautiful room in Chicago and we're staying warm. It's pretty chilly out there. Maybe it's still snowing. And then we proceed. We proceed slowly and gently, and we have that purpose, that thing that keeps us going. So whenever you walk into a situation or you walk into a room or you're with a client or you're with a loved one, stop for just a moment, take a breath, observe and proceed. Because if you stop and you observe what's going on, you're aware. And if you've ever worked with individuals or supported your loved ones who eventually become nonverbal, it's like working with a mirror sometimes. You go into a room and you're upset or you're carrying some baggage and they present that right back up to you. So it's better to know what's here, to process what's here before you go forward. So this is just a gentle reminder to stop and take a breath every now and then. The next I would like to introduce is visual verbal touch. And this is a skill. This is something that you can really work to develop. A visual verbal touch is about building boundaries and respecting culture. It's about sensitivity to trauma, sensitivity to past wounding. It's about validating a person's experience and also figuring out how to be present and with the people you are actually with. Hence that stop technique kind of builds right into this. So the visual verbal touch model is visual, I see you. Verbal, I express to you before I even make contact. Whether that's with mom or sister or if you're a professional caregiver going room to room, even if you've been working for years, never, ever, 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 and I'll repeat that, never, ever assume that touch is okay, that touch is welcomed. Visual implies getting down to their eye level. Getting down to their eye level and seeing them where they're at. If you walk in many nursing homes, you walk around the halls and you see the art on the walls, it's centered to people who typically walk, right? If you get in the wheelchair and you get down, you're looking up at the art. You have to be aware of the environment. What are you seeing? What are other people seeing? So when we engage visually, verbally, and touch, hey Lisa, right? I want to make sure that touch is okay. And sometimes maybe people won't respond. Along with the visual, leading into the verbal is an awareness of what individuals like to be called. It's not okay to call everyone sweetie or honey or sugar or baby. Maybe if you're close and that's your loved one, that's okay. But when we're working with other individuals, we've got to be really sensitive. Another thing we want to be considerate of is individuals' chosen pronouns. For example, I use he, him, his. Lisa, what are your pronouns? She? So we would say she, her, hers. For other individuals, such as transgender individuals or individuals that identify as non-binary, we might use sie, them, theirs, or they, them, theirs. So really honoring a person's identity through the way we communicate with them is important. And then I want to shift gears now to the last. So this kind of builds on what we just talked about, the visual verbal touch. And now this is a little engagement activity. If you can find someone next to you, that'd be great. And just turn to that individual, visual, hi, how you doing? Verbal, introduce yourself, and then give them a handshake. Introduce yourselves. Get to know each other. We're here to support each other. Yeah. Okay, so let's take this a little step further. Does anyone have a pen nearby? Okay, so let's make this an activity. So we have visual, we have verbal, we have touch. Now what I would like you to do is turn to another person, get that handshake in, and go ahead. And then what I would like you to do, is, thank you, put your hands up and make like a butterfly together. Make kind of like a butterfly. See what that looks like. Okay, so we're from this position. We introduce our hands, and we're flying around, right? And so put your hands around like this, similar to this. So from this position, there's a lot of information that is being expressed non-verbally. There's touch, there's sensitivity to pain, there's pressure, there's warmth, there's coolness. There's a lot of information that is not being verbally expressed, but non-verbally being communicated. Sometimes just that handhold is enough. So, next step, let's add the pencil between your thumbs and your partner. One of you decide who's going to be the caregiver and caree, and we'll switch roles. And then one of you talk between you. Maybe act like you're going to brush the hair, or brush someone's teeth, or shave. And this is a way to engage an individual who has limited mobility. So, if you would go ahead. So practice that with your partner. Try that out. It's going to be a little messy at first, but eventually you'll get comfortable. Because at some point in time, the individual who you're supporting, say they have Alzheimer's, they might recognize, well, I know this activity, and we can pull our hand away and they'll continue to brush their hair, and we haven't seen mom brush her hair in 4 years. Other times, like with my client who has a progressive motor neuron disease, using activities like this to help him shave brings a sense of authenticity, a sense of choice, a sense of dignity to himself. So by doing activities like hand in hand, we can engage individuals on a level that normally we wouldn't think of. And this could be expanded. We could paint. We could play with clay. We could do all sorts of different activities with our loved ones through this technique. And again, respect the boundaries, the visual boundaries, the verbal boundaries, and our touch boundaries.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Holy smokes, I just had one of the most powerful experiences I've ever had as a caregiver. And the adrenaline is done coursing through my veins, and I tell you, my legs are a little bit trembly, and I'm a little bit sore. Long story short, an electric wheelchair went out of control, started spinning, and I was probably 15 feet away. I was playing with our good friend, Wet Dog. I am Coach. You can watch my series on YouTube, The Adventures of Coach and Wet Dog. So we're playing in the river, and I hear a yelp, a scream, and sure enough, within seconds, I'm running towards my client, and I dive, and I don't catch him as he hits to the ground, but the wheelchair, the electric wheelchair that weighs close to 300 pounds, falls on me. And we were there for roughly 2 minutes, and I had to yell for help multiple times, and a small family unit came and helped, and it was, wow. So this really opens my eyes to the experience of working outdoors with clients, putting my life on the line for my clients literally at that moment, because I feel that had that wheelchair had fallen on him, he may have been very seriously injured. And I have to take a moment to recognize this and to feel into this and to know that I'm here with a purpose, and my purpose is to help those who help others. And I'm learning these lessons as I help for my clients, and I give excitement and outdoor adventures and a piece of my heart to these people. And I feel that each of us can find that part within us to jump into action when we need to move, and to go with the flow, and to take care of yourself afterwards. And in the future, having safety and emergency kits for the things that you may never expect that might happen. Caregiving. It's awesome. Thank you for watching. My name is Andrew. Have a great day.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Thank you for joining me on your dementia-friendly fishing adventure. I'm here swinging along beautiful Coal Creek in Louisville, Colorado. I'm just chasing after these elusive trout swimming up and down the creek bed here, and I hope that you can join me on the next dementia-friendly fishing adventure.
Fish on! Smalley.
My name is Andrew, and you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Thanks for joining me on your dementia-friendly fishing adventure. I'm here on the Guadalupe River in beautiful Green, Texas. It's part of the hill country, so we're just a little upwards from the coast and in between Austin and San Antonio. I hope you come and join us on the next dementia-friendly fishing adventure. Book yours today.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrew, and you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Thank you so much for joining me on your dementia-friendly fishing adventure. I'm here in beautiful Boone Grove, Indiana, out in the middle of cornfields and soybeans. And I got a beautiful pond right here, and we're trying to catch anything that bites. And you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Hi everyone, my camera is blurry because it is raining and that sign says Ketchikan, Alaska. I am here on a beautiful and marvelous dementia-friendly cruise and caregiver retreat. Check out this view of the ocean. Wow, this is spectacular. So welcome to Ketchikan, the very first Alaskan city and salmon capital of the world. If you want to go fishing, if you want to just enjoy the sights, you can visit all sorts of unique and interesting things, such as the Southeast Alaska Discovery Center. There is a number of different historical districts and national historic districts here that you can explore, as well as a huge collection of ancient and historic totem poles honoring the native peoples of this land. And you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Thank you so much for joining me in Ketchikan. And you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. That back there is a glacier. We are in Glacier Bay, Alaska on a dementia-friendly cruise and caregiver retreat. There's 24-hour RN support, daily respite sessions, educational conference sessions, and group excursions for every mobility and memory issue you can think of. And you can learn more at contemplativecaregiver.com. Thank you. I'm gonna go catch a snake.
That's a line snake. See the black bottom? Hi, buddy. Ruby, look. Ruby, we got a special guest today. Mr. Snake. We're going to let Mr. Snake go. Bye, Mr. Snake. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I'll see you later. Look at him go. Swimming away. Come on, Rube. Let's go find some more snakes. Hi, my name is Andrew, and you can learn more at ContemplativeCaregiver.com. I got a catfish. Let's go fishing.
What are you doing?
Here is the raven's feather, and here is the crow's feather, a gift, a blessing from Colorado. A gift from a raven in Juneau, Alaska. And now I open up my heart to you, and I close my eyes and breathe. I undress my soul for you. I undress my heart for you. I admit I don't have all the answers, but I do know I'm in Juneau, Alaska. And I free myself from bonds of clothes, and I release and I expose my soul, my heart, my life, my light, following the gift of the raven. I take my first steps and I brave them, walking, waiting, stepping in the Pacific Ocean. For the very first time I am here. The water is cold and it's clear. I feel the embrace in my blood and my body start to race. I feel the cold water and its sweet embrace. It's frigid and my numbing body begins to soften. The gift of the raven, gift of this haven, the sun as it sets in the sky up above, but it's summer, so this means the light follows us, and it guides us, and it keeps us. The shifting of light, the embrace of the dark, it comes in the moonlight and sunlight above. And who do we think we are to challenge the fate and where we are? I can no longer pretend that it's somber. I feel the chill and the thrill and the pulse, the impulse to dive within. Thank the raven.